Mr. Mayor, Honorable Council, my name is Robert Fedor of Advantage Planning. I'm a land use consultant who represents Long Beach Patient Resource Cooperative at 404 XMO Avenue. Thank you for your hard work and attention in this difficult matter. I've reviewed the most recent ordinance, and I'd like to comment specifically on the 1,500-foot sensitive use buffer from high schools. No California city, to my knowledge, has gone beyond a sensitive use buffer zone of 1,000 feet. In addition, I can't understand why libraries, parks, churches, recovery centers, and registered daycare centers are not included. My client is over 1,300 feet from a high school. He looked for over 6 months to find a safe location that he knew would be far enough away from the forthcoming sensitive uses. We ask that the council please reduce the high school sensitive use buffer to 1,000 feet. My client is also willing to volunteer to only treat patients over the age of 21, which clearly would eliminate any concern that the council may have with medical marijuana patients who are 18 and still in high school. If the council is not inclined to reduce the high school sensitive use to a 1,000-foot buffer, even with the voluntary minimum age limit of 21, we ask that the collectives that are in a current location that are over 1,000 feet from a high school be allowed to be grandfathered in or legal nonconforming, as it's often referred to in land use. Another option is that my client be allowed to apply for a variance of some type, or at a minimum be given priority status if he's forced to relocate. We appreciate your attention and urge you to include churches, libraries, parks, recovery centers, registered daycare centers, and a 500-foot sensitive use buffer, or at least make everything consistent. We also ask that you consider the position of the few who are operating in the spirit of the law that are over 1,000 feet away from high schools and are willing to raise their minimum age requirement to 21 to address this issue. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.